What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, we got some news today on the Diofield Chronicle. We also got to see some gameplay from a livestream that was held like a couple of hours ago, depending on when this video is released. The Diofield Chronicle, for those that don't know, is this new strategy RPG that was announced by Square Enix. It was announced already like a while back. And I love SRPGs, as you guys probably know. So despite the game looking a bit rough in some areas, I am still interested in the gameplay. In this live stream, we learned the release date for the game, which isn't that far off, and that there will be a demo. Now, before I continue, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. For those that don't know, the Diofield Chronicles is described as an all-new simulation RPG that chronicles an epic tale of war and honor. Features a unique world depicted using beautiful graphics that blends fantasy, medieval, and modern-day influences, and a deep yet innovative real-time battle system. I think it gives you an idea, at least, of what to expect from this game. In the live stream that we had, there is a ton of footage to look at. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's an hour of game footage. I think like the stream was like for 1 hour and 30 minutes, so quite a lot to look at. Now, of course, you guys are here for the main information. So it was stated that the Diofield Chronicles will launch for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Switch, and PC via Steam on September 22nd of this year. So the game is not that far away, to be honest. It's just like, what, 2 months-ish? Maybe a bit more, but it's not that far. I was expecting more at the end of the year. Of course, that wasn't it for the news. They also announced the game will be getting a demo, and that demo is coming out August 10th. The demo will feature the full first chapter of the game, and its saved data can be carried over to the full game when it launches. Personally, I think this is fantastic. I really like how Square Enix is on this kinda trend where many of their games are getting demos before the game launches, so people can experience the game, get a better idea if this is a good purchase for them. Because you might see a trailer, you might see some gameplay and be like, oh, this might be for me. But then when you play it, you might actually not feel it or have fun with it. So it's great that they're doing these demos so the consumer can get a hands-on approach before deciding to, throw $60 or well, $70 depending on some games. Another thing though is the demos that Square Enix put, a lot of times they tend to be like a decent amount. So it's not like a 30-minute demo that like, boom, it's over in an instant. Sometimes you could sink hours into them, depending on the game, of course. This is such a consumer-friendly move. Another thing that is mentioned that I really like is how the save data will be carried to the full game. I like how we have the option, because at times, depending on how long the demo is, do you really want to repeat the first chapter or the first section, which a lot of times is the tutorial. And sometimes the tutorial is not that fun or can be tedious. At least you do it for, the first run. It's like, okay, I'm done with this. But doing it a second time might not be that fun. I mean, I do feel there are people who like to repeat a section, once they play in the demo, and then when they get the full game, they just redo it because they can make more optimal decisions now that they have an idea of like the beginning of the game, the choices, what they can do. But there's also people who just want to play the game and, move along. So it's great that we can continue from where the demo ends with all our decisions, choices, items, depending on, how the game goes. As I mentioned before, I am interested in this game because it's an SRPG. I am liking a lot the real-time combat that we can see. Seems like it's going to be very fun to strategize and see how we can approach certain situations, as we have the battles being in real time, but then when you want to make a decision, like everything freezes. I also like how there's a lot of information just by like looking at your choices and stuff of like where you want to send a unit or where you want to put certain characters. So you have an idea of like what moves can lead to, like who's targeting the character. You have an idea of like the field of vision. So there's definitely a lot here, and I feel if done correctly, it's going to be very enjoyable as long as it doesn't feel too much. I think though the character models look a bit weird for me personally. Just looking at some of the cutscenes they show, it's just, I don't know, odd. Like, they're not bad, but the facial expressions and stuff, it just feels weird for me. But that doesn't mean the game is bad or looking horrible or anything. It's just weird. I don't want to say it's bad. I do like though the artwork, the character portraits, the style that they got going. So I really enjoy that and the whole atmosphere. So that got me hooked. So I have to say that's super nice and I like that. Originally, when the game was announced, I was interested. I mean, an SRPG, and even now after watching some more gameplay, I am looking forward to the game. I will be trying out the demo for sure and giving my thoughts about it. But in the end, it's not just about me. What are your thoughts? Are you gonna try the demo out? Is this a game that you're interested or you're more like, pass? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.